A Garage Geek bookstore haul. Morning, everybody. I went to a bookstore yesterday in Pasadena. My husband forced me to go to Target and do the shopping. I didn't want to go, but at least I was able to stop at a bookstore. And when the one main reason I wanted to go to this bookstore is the last time I went, I was in a hurry and I had to meet somebody and I was already running a little bit late. And so as I was walking out the door, I saw that they had a science fiction area of vintage paperbacks that I hadn't seen. And I was like, what? And then I saw that they had this book, which is number 2 in this series. And I read the first one and I really liked it. It's pretty much like a Star Trek adventure. Like there's a spaceship that is on a mission. I already reviewed the first one and this is the second one. And they had this one sitting there and I wanted to make sure it was the right one. My dog is rocking the the stand. And it was for $4 and I was like, I needed to go back and get that. So of course I did some more shopping and I bought 3 vintage paperbacks. Now they are on the vintage paperbacks and this store didn't used to have a vintage paperbacks section. Now it's got a full-on section. They're doing it like other stores. They have them separated. They have them in a regular case, but they also have them in boxes on tables where you can go through them, which is kind of convenient because you can see the cover art. And so I bought a couple. They're way overpriced. I know I could get them cheaper, but I thought since I was out, I went ahead and got them. This one is The Weapon from Beyond. And it was $7. And this one was Starwolf number 1. Now, I don't know why or if this is a series that had more than one. I don't know, but I thought the cover was fun. And the back says, "The stars whispered, 'Die, Starwolf, die.'" And I'm wondering, how do the stars know Starwolf's name and why are they whispering? And so I was immediately intrigued by that conundrum because I want to know how the stars are whispering. Maybe it's in his brain. I don't know. They also had, let me show the other sci-fi one I got. I bought this one. It was a chunky one. And it has Joe Haldeman. So initially I thought it might be more like his book Forever War, I think it's called. I loved that book. But no, he is the editor and it's all short stories. And even better, I love short story collections. So this one was $8 and it's in really nice condition. And I figured, why not pay the $8 because I will definitely read all the stories in this collection. And wow, cool cover. And then the last book that I bought was in the Western section. This one was called 4 Ugly Guns. $5. Now, I don't know what that's referring to, and because the subtext is O'Brien was stalking men. I'm like, you go, O'Brien. There are 4 ugly guns out there somewhere, and you need to get all 4. I'm with you. I want to read that story. Okay, I bought 2 hardbacks. Now, the first one I saw immediately, and it was this one, Foundation's Edge. As you can see, it is the 4th novel in the Foundation series. A beautiful book. Love the cover art. It was $10, maybe a little bit expensive. But even though this is a little bit brown, kind of brownish. Maybe it's just the... I notice now that this is darker, so maybe that isn't dirt. Maybe that's just the color of it. So yeah, $10 for that. So now I need the rest of the Foundation in this series. I love when the books match like that. And I love this size of book. I really don't like the taller books. Just as an aesthetic thing for me. I see my beard is all wonky. I just took a shower. I bought this, Sula, from Toni Morrison. Now, I think I read this, maybe 20 years ago. I can't remember. But Toni Morrison, of course, is a master writer. And maybe it's time to revisit her writing. And look at this great cover. Now, go ahead and ask yourself what I paid for it. Remember, in this shop, you pay too much. I did. I paid $9.95. Oh, wait. I thought it was $9, and it's $9.95. So I guess I paid $10 for that book. Well, at least I didn't pay $24.95. It's crossed out. If I actually read this, take the time to read this, then paying the $10 is definitely going to be worth it. Toni Morrison, great. The last thing that I bought was I saw a puzzle. And it was $8, and it's this Frank Lloyd Wright 500 piece. And now I normally don't buy 500 piece puzzles, but Frank Lloyd Wright. And then when you turn it over, there's 3 puzzles. Like this one goes inside of this one, goes inside of this one. And I thought, how cool. And then when I was at the desk checking out, there were two ladies there, and one of the ladies, she was like, oh, I took that puzzle home yesterday. I did it to make sure all the pieces were there, right? You did it because you wanted to do it. And she's like, oh, it was really difficult, but all the pieces are there. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And, I told her, I love puzzles. So this is just going to be a joy to put together. 500 pieces, especially after the one I'm doing right now. I'm struggling so hard on that one. And then when I was at the counter talking to them, I looked down and I saw a stack of 45s, and I was like, what are those? I grabbed them and I started looking through them, and they're these. I'm going to show them in a second. And I was like, how much are these? And she was like, we haven't priced them yet. And the shop was getting ready to close in like 10 minutes. And I was like, I was persistent because I loved these the moment I saw them. I was like, well, when do you think you'll have them priced? And the other lady said, the one who told me about the puzzle, she was like, oh, you know what? I'll just give you $2 for each. And I was like, sold. I didn't want them to think about it. I was like, these could easily be 5 to 10 each. This one, I don't know, right? But look at the gorgeous covers on these things. But all the rest, I believe, are Cree. And he's someone that I've shown on this channel before. And this is a children's singer. I believe he's from Mexico. It could be from Spain. I'm not sure. But he makes children's songs. And my husband listened to him when he was young. And now I know the songs. And we have some of his albums. I found them. And to find these, they're so awesome. Now, there's going to be one risque one that is this one. I mean, that's a little bit... and then here's another one. Yeah. I mean, but look at these cool covers. Now, these cases gotta go. They're so gross. But once I put them in nice cases, they'll be better. Now, what happened was they said that an older lady brought them in and said they were her husband's. And she also had a bunch of albums. God, I wish I could have seen those albums. But she said they weren't in good condition and they decided not to buy them. But they took these, and I'm so glad they did. And so they made an instant sale on these, and I'm so glad I grabbed these because I think they could have easily gone $5 each. That was my really, really quick haul. What do you think? I think I end up spending $54 total for everything that I bought. What do you think that I paid too much for? What do you think I got that was just right? I feel like I'm Goldilocks. And what do you think I got a steal on? As always, I want to ask you to hit that like button. Oh, I want to do an update. So I did an experiment where I said, if I get 50 likes, I will watch the horrible new War of the Worlds. Well, I only got 26 by the time, and I checked this morning, and I have 27, so I needed 50, so I only got halfway. So I actually did not have to sit through that horrible movie. It's a double-edged sword because, I have 1,000 subscribers. Like, you would think I could easily get 50 likes. Nope. It's crazy. It just shows you that either most people don't care about posts or whatever, or of the 1,000 subscribers that I have, most people aren't paying attention to my content, or they haven't in so long that I'm not in their queues anymore. So anyways, that's just the way it is, folks. So as I said, please click the like button, and any comments that you have and all of your support is always greatly appreciated.